guys, today we're going to be talking about Ex Nihilo's Extrait de Parfums, and we're going to discuss today the 4 Extrait de Parfums that they have. So it's going to be Fleur Narcotique, Outcast Blue, the Hedonist, and the new blue Talisman Extrait de Parfum. So let's start with the Fleur Narcotique. Guys who watch my channel, you know I'm not the fan of the Fleur Narcotique Eau de Parfum in the first place. I've never liked this fragrance to the extent that to call it my favorite or anything like this. It's a nice fragrance, don't get me wrong. It's popular for a reason. For me, the Fleur Narcotique is just a pleasant smell. That's it. The Fleur Narcotique Extrait de Parfum, guys, I must say I like it much more. I think from all the extraits that they have, the Ex Nihilo, I like the Fleur Narcotique Extrait the most. Describe it as a fuller and more intense and dense version of the original. Great floral feminine scent that goes in the same direction as, let's say, Parfums de Marly de Lina, Ormonge Levant, guys. If you smell the Levant from Ormonge, the Fleur Narcotique Extrait de Parfum is very similar. Generally, it goes to the direction of a very nice, pleasant, floral, feminine scent, even though it's a unisex fragrance, obviously, but for me it's more feminine. From all the 4 extraits, this is my favorite. Second extrait is gonna be the Outcast Blue. You guys who smell the Outcast Blue Eau de Parfum, you know it's a very tobacco, oak moss, fresh sort of scent. In my opinion, is more like masculine leaning, and actually the extrait again is different. But different in what way? Basically, it's the same fragrance. It's more dense, it's more full version. It's very, very concentrated, guys. The tobacco note, if you don't like tobacco, don't go anywhere near Outcast Blue. So basically, this is the fragrance where tobacco is the main dominant note with oak moss. And if you don't like these notes, this is not a fragrance for you. If you like these notes though, to try the Outcast Blue. It's a very, very intense fragrance, so even like one spray, honestly, for the whole day is enough, and it's, as I said, a bit more masculinely. The third extrait is a relatively new extrait from Ex Nihilo. Obviously, guys who know the brand, you know the Hedonist because it's a bestseller, it's a very famous fragrance. And recently they released the extrait, and this is the extrait that I couldn't really understand, to be honest, what was the point of releasing it at all. Because for me, the Hedonist Eau de Parfum was very long lasting and it was very intense. So the Hedonist Extrait is, they say it's more intense version. But as I said, the Eau de Parfum was intense enough. It lasted very long time. It was very intense fragrance itself. Fragrance profile is exactly the same. The extrait smells exactly the same. Maybe a tiny bit more intense, but as I said, for me, it didn't make any difference. So if I were to choose to buy Eau de Parfum or intense, I would go for Eau de Parfum, basically. So, the last, the newest one, Extrait for Blue Talisman, obviously the best seller from the brand. And I've been talking many times already in my channel about my story with the Blue Talisman. Actually, I wasn't a fan at all of the Blue Talisman, and became the fan of the Blue Talisman recently, actually. I love this fragrance. It's one of my favorite fragrances ever now. It's definitely on my top 10 favorite fragrances of all times. So I was waiting for the extrait, of course, because I loved to that moment the Blue Talisman Eau de Parfum a lot. So I was really, really waiting for the extrait. And I have a video actually in my channel. If you're interested in depth, just watch my video. I will link it in the video description about the Blue Talisman Extrait. If I put it in a couple of words, I would say that I was a little bit disappointed with the extrait, because I think they tried to make it a little bit of a softer version of the original. I think they added, or I anyway feel, a bit more of a sandalwood notes there. So for me, it's a softer version of the original, which I didn't want. Because in the original I liked that sharpness, I liked that zinginess of the fragrance, and just a little bit killed it in the extrait. Summarize, basically, for me, I think the most successful extrait, that's only my opinion, is a Fleur Narcotique. But as I said in the beginning of the video, it's maybe because I wasn't a fan of the Eau de Parfum anyway. So when they made it more creamy, when they made it more dense and full, I liked it much more. So for me, the top would be Fleur Narcotique Extrait. My least favorite, as you already understood probably, is the Blue Talisman Extrait. So I'm sticking to Eau de Parfum here. And actually another extrait that the Ex Nihilo has, and unfortunately, I've never got to smell it yet, Gold Immortals Extrait de Parfum. I love Gold Immortals. That's one of my favorites Ex Nihilo fragrances of all times. So obviously I'm very interested to smell the extrait, but not yet, haven't smelled it yet. It's an amazing fragrance, Gold Immortals, guys. If you like creations of Jordi Fernandez anyway, if you like the HARRODS exclusives from Ex Nihilo, then the Blue Talisman was the creations of Jordi Fernandez as well. So if you like these fragrances, try the Gold Immortals. It's a great fragrance. So that's my review of the extras from Ex Nihilo. If you enjoyed watching this video, if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel and see you soon.